Hello from the WVMetroNews.com studio. I'm Allan Taylor, fresh off the rainy turf at Mountaineer Field, where it was a sentimental senior day, and it had a happy ending for the Gold and Blue. West Virginia completed a 4-0 November by downing Iowa State 30-6. Care to recap? Okay, let's. Rivalry week in Morgantown. Not really a rivalry, but for the fourth straight Thanksgiving, it's Iowa State versus West Virginia. And for one more day at least, Paul Roads versus Country Roads. And Iowa State looks to have a little something cooking early. Remember, this team put up 35 points in the first half versus K-State, so there are pieces to work with. The Cyclones in their first series marching down to West Virginia's 31. But that march, it ends abruptly, and it ends in the arms of K.J. Dillon. Second interception of the year for him. The senior said he wanted to take it to the house, but the house, well, it would be visited on the next play anyway by Shelton Gibson. Simple looking hitch route looks really good when you can run like this. Speaking of running, or really not running, West Virginia had trouble on short yardage situations early. Wendell Smallwood cut down on 4th and 1. Dana Holgerson didn't much care for the offensive output, but he liked what he saw from the other side of the ball. Kyle Rose with the sack. Shelton Gibson already made one big play, and these things, they tend to come in bunches. The sophomore sprints 53 yards before being brought down by the kicker. That return set up Josh Lambert from 40 yards out, first of 3 field goals for him. Now Joel Lanning wants to answer, but some third down passes should not be thrown. Darryl Worley might disagree. The second interception leads to 3 more points. Lambert likes kicking in the rain. More sacks. WVU made 5 of them. Noble Wachukwu getting in there here. Now when you're 3-8, you've got nothing to lose. So the Cyclones fake a punt, and it works. Holden Kramer gets 3 on 4th and short. We would see more of Mr. Kramer, like it's a punt, pass, and kick competition or something. His passing, not beautiful, but 1 for 1 is still 1 for 1, you know? And that allows Iowa State to make this 49-yard walk-off at halftime. A little bit of Cyclone momentum. That momentum did not carry over to the second half. Against the run, more Wachukwu on the TFL. More from Shelton Gibson. He had 5 catches for a career-best 148 yards, and they came in very big chunks. Guess what that led to? Exactly, more from Lambert. But West Virginia was able to finish a few drives. Skylar Howard taking the Q-Power run 32 yards to pay dirt. Not always the most popular play with West Virginia fans when it gains only a few yards. Maybe Howard noticed this in the past.
Quarterback power. We've been, hammering it lately. Throughout the booze, doesn't matter.
West Virginia got 3 takeaways, including Jeremy Tyler with the strip and the recovery on Joshua Thomas. Iowa State held to a season-low 284 yards. Also, it was the first game without a touchdown this season for the Cyclones. But one more TD for the Mountaineers and one final TD for that crown on Mountaineer Field. Russell Shell barging in from 9 yards out to complete it. West Virginia puts up 418 yards on Saturday, which was plenty good enough, considering its defense hasn't allowed a touchdown in more than 9 quarters. Tony Gibson, please discuss this.
It was huge. Thought our kids came out. We were on our heels a little bit there early, but shoot, they rebounded. We got a nice interception down there by KJ and got everything rolling. But I thought the kids performed really well. Under 300 yards and 6 points, nobody's done that to them, so very proud of those guys.
Next up for 7-4 West Virginia is a trip to Manhattan, Kansas, where K-State is trying to become bowl eligible. The Wildcats stand 5-6 after crushing Kansas 45-14. Next up for us is the Monday Gold and Blue Lunch Report, where we will dig deeper into the game film. Now until then, I'm Allan Taylor wishing you safe travels as you complete your Thanksgiving weekend.